All right. So it is a fantastic honor. It's an honor.
Me too. Me too, Rob.
It is an honor for me to have an opportunity to get quality time with one of Italy's top voice coaches.
Oh. You are very
And my personal friend and partner, Maestro Sergio Calafiura, and my friend and partner, Tony Tone Sana. Now, Tony, don't hide. Don't hide. We need we want to meet you too. All right. So I just want to tell you guys, you see these posters back here? These posters, these are vocal masterclass posters. All right. And on these posters is Italy, 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 every single time. Whenever we've done a masterclass in Italy, I've had the great privilege and honor and opportunity to travel down to the exotic island of Sardinia. You guys know where Sardinia is? Well, I didn't know where it was until I first went to visit Sergio when we first met. Sardinia is an island down below the boot of Italy. In Sardinia is a beautiful, adorable town that is very difficult to say. Okay? It's difficult, but I'm going to try. These guys are from the town of Cagliari.
Cagliari.
God, that's hard. Cagliari.
Good.
That's pretty good.
English
Cagliari.
there isn't you.
Cagliari.
Cagliari. That's tough. I remember last time I was in Cagliari, me and Tony were walking down the street, and we spent about 15 minutes working on how to say that. So I've got a little bit better. But so we're going to move over. We're going to ask these guys some questions and have them talk about, have Sergio talk about his singing school in Cagliari, Sardinia, Italy, and talk about training and the new Italian language singing course. But before I go there, I just want to tell you, I've known these guys for like, I don't know, 10 years or more, and I truly love these guys. I love these guys. Tony, I love you, man. I love you. I mean, I've actually stayed in Tony's house about 5 times. I've lost count. I've been down there so many times. These guys are just great. So anyways, let's get on with it. I give to you Sergio Calafiura and Tony Tone Sana. Say hi. Okay. Right. So, Sergio, what are you doing in Cagliari? Tell people about your school and your training a little bit and who you are.
Italian.
And in Italian.
Translate after he says.
Okay.
See, and I'm going to pull up Google, Italian Google, and try to help.
Ma in Italia io ho una scuola di musica in Sardegna, a Cagliari, è una bella realtà, abbiamo tanti studenti di canto, si chiama Voice Power, ma facciamo anche musica. E niente, poi nel mio piccolo ho la fortuna di viaggiare, di fare lezioni anche, questo weekend sarò a Milano per fare delle lezioni a Milano e così mi sposto tra l'Emilia Romagna e l'Abruzzo anche, insomma, questo è.
Okay, so Sergio said he has a school, music school in Cagliari. He has a lot of students, not only vocal students, but also for students for other instruments. And it's nice reality here down in Sardinia, but it started traveling also to the mainland, to the Italian mainland, and doing some courses also abroad in the mainland.
Yeah, this weekend I will be in Milan. for lessons.
Yeah, in Milan. So that's very interesting, Milano. Serge, do you have a studio in Milan, or when you go to the north of Italy, what's your facilities? Are you partnering with another teacher up there? Is it a school? Where do you go when you go up to Milan?
Io starò in una sala, in uno studio di registrazione con la quale condivido questo studio e ce l'avrò per tutte le 2 giornate, e quindi potrò farlo in uno studio professionale molto bello con diverse cose, diversi attrezzi.
Okay. He has a sort of partnership there in Milano, so he can use a studio there.
Recording studio.
Nice.
Recording studio, and when he's going to spend the time in Milano, he's going to take advantage of this studio down in Milano.
Right. Cool. Who's your partner? Who's your partner in Milan?
Forget the name because I know the.
We tell you in a second.
Yeah.
Okay, because people might want to see you in Milan.
Okay. Polimeno.
Okay. All right.
Polimeno.
Okay. Cool. And you do master classes up there too, don't you, Sergio? Do you do some master classes in Milan?
In Milan no, io non ho fatto masterclass di recente a Milano, ho fatto sempre solo lezioni individuali. Le masterclass le faccio in genere, le ho fatte in Emilia Romagna, però spero di farle anche a Milano un giorno, chissà.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for the moment, any master classes in Milano, he does some lessons. He has done some master classes in other parts of Italy, like Emilia Romagna, but he hopes that in the future we'll do some master classes in Milano too.
In where?
Milano.
Oh, Milano. Yes, of course. That's sort of like, now, if I'm not mistaken, Milano is sort of like, it's sort of classy, right? It's like where you go. It's like, Tony, isn't that where it's sort of like, if you got like you go to Milano, you want to wear your best Italian leather, don't you? I mean, don't you? Like, Milano's sort of classy, isn't it? Or allegedly?
Well, it has that. That kind of. Oh man, I can't. I forgot the word. Yes, in the imaginary Milano, it's a classic.
I get it. I know. I purposely put you on the spot a little bit. It's sort of like, some people think so, right? It's sort of like Seattle and Tacoma, you know?
One of the most important town in the world for fashion.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I've been to Milan. It's really beautiful, and I hope to go back with you guys. So anyways, I mean, speaking Milan and traveling and Italy and what have you, Sergio, together as partners, we have created, I think, possibly the world's first Italiano language singing course for singers.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say that again, folks. Me and Sergio, really mostly Sergio, together we partnered to create the world's first Italian language online singing course. Sergio,
Okay.
what is cool about your new Italian singing course? What do people need to know about your course that you're proud of? You're like, yeah, I'm really like this. This is the thing that I want people to know. This is what I want students to practice. Here's why I'm proud of it. Here's why I think it's really important.
Beh, il corso è strutturato bene, nel senso che l'hai fatto tu ed è fatto a step, quindi ci sono i workflow, ci sono tutti quei procedimenti che ti vanno poi a costruire la vocalità passo dopo passo, quindi non sei, come dire, lasciato un esercizio singolo, c'è proprio la costruzione di tutta quanta la parte vocale. Inizia con questa parte qui.
Okay. So, Sergio said, first of all, the most important thing of the course is that it's well designed. It was designed by you, Robert, and it consists in various steps, all the workflows. So you are not left with one exercise by itself. You go through steps and you know what you're doing to perceive your goal.
La cosa molto, molto bella del TVS in questo videocorso è che hai tutti gli on-set, quindi puoi provare tutti gli on-set e scegliere quelli che magari ti possono essere più utili. Puoi anche scrivermi ovviamente e io posso darti una strada, un percorso da seguire in base alla tua vocalità, e poi da lì puoi progredire, andare avanti. Ci sono gli ITR, che sono gli esercizi magari un pochino più evoluti, a un livello un pochino avanzato.
So, another important thing about TVS course are all the onsets, so that you can choose what is the best for your vocal style, for your for the path that you want to follow vocally. He can also help you to pick the best for you. He's going to be available via email for advices and tips. And yes, that's the most important part to follow your path.
Yeah, I would agree. The onsets are sort of a cornerstone to the methodology. It helps you to get a good start. If the onset is good, then the training and singing that follows will be good. If the onset's bad, then the training and singing that follows will be bad. So, as TVS teachers, and Sergio's a TVS Master Certified Instructor. By the way, Sergio came to Seattle and lived in Seattle for like 10 weeks or something with me, training every day in the studio, having fun, eating a lot of California rolls down here at Wasabi. Yeah, so the onsets are great. Sergio, in regards to the onsets, if I were an Italian student and I wanted to belt in the head voice, I wanted to get better at singing high and sounding chesty in the head voice, what onset or integrated training routine would you prescribe and recommend?
Sicuramente il contract and release o il dampening and release on set, e così anche gli ETR io li ho catalogati come numeri 1, 2, 3, insomma tutta quella parte degli ETR del building secondo me sono molto utili per la formazione del belting. Considero lo studio del belting dopo aver fatto tutti i passaggi, lo considero un po' un passaggio successivo il belting. Se prima fai tutto il wind and release, il pulse and release, effettivamente se fai queste parti qua poi puoi approcciarti a quello che è il belting, quindi con il contract, il dampening, attack and release, quelli sono veramente belli, impegnativi e abbastanza su queste cose, però l'importante è che prima il percorso iniziale che abbiamo fatto, che abbiamo realizzato.
Okay, so Sergio for belting prescribes that contract, attack and release, damping. But the most important thing before tackling this, let's say, difficult onsets, you have to go through the first part of TVS and getting your musculature ready and getting your vocal instrument ready to do this kind of difficult and tough exercises. And as he said, this is the best part of TVS because it goes step by step. Yes, lifting weights.
Training.
No, it's absolutely true. It's true. The methodology is a lot about physical working out. It's athletic working out for the voice. And some people, really most people, beginners, can't just on day one, run into doing attack and release onsets and distortion. You might hurt yourself.
Yeah.
You have to. What I've learned about vocal training that the program is really great for, and which is what you guys are saying, well, is in the beginning, singers, in the beginning, there's a voice therapy stage. There's sort of a rehabilitation or a therapy stage early on where we need to build the strength, the motor skills, and the resilience and endurance for singing, okay? And the workouts get you prepared. So what Sergio is saying is you don't just run into the hard stuff. You have to build the system, the mechanism, the larynx, the muscles and stuff, and prepare for the fun, aggressive techniques that we do. And Sergio, my compliments to you for sharing that with the viewers. It's really important. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah. Okay, can I try some Italian?
Of course, go ahead.
All right. I can say this: it's going to be a lot easier than French. It's easier than French. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm ready. Ready. Condividi le 3 migliori tecniche vocali o i momenti che sente trasformare il tuo canto in meglio. Hai lanciato il tuo canto in avanti.
Ok.
Close.
Okay,
Close.
okay.
Okay, so what I tried to say was to Sergio, share the top 3 vocal techniques or sort of aha moments that you feel transformed your singing for the better, that really launched your singing for the better. Because I might share mine. I could say it's when I started doing this, and this that I really became, wow, like the motor skills and the capabilities just transformed almost overnight. So I'm assuming that maybe there are some things, certain techniques or things that you tried and did that you felt you went home, Sergio, and thought, wow, that is really helping me a lot. Is there something like that you could share with people?
Ok, sure. Sicuramente quando ero più giovane ho scoperto il falsetto e questo mi ha aiutato a capire cosa succedeva nel mio registro più alto, quindi a capire come poter cantare a un volume e a una massa più leggera.
So, one of the first steps when he was young, he discovered falsetto. And falsetto taught him that there was something different in the higher register, and that he could work using a lighter mass and not so much volume.
I remember
not as much volume, sorry.
The first song with falsetto for me was Don't Know Why of Norah Jones. Smooth, jazz, warm. It helped me.
Okay.
Ok, il secondo sicuramente la compressione.
Hang on. So I think what Sergio just said for you guys is Sergio said the first thing that was sort of the first aha moment for Sergio was sort of discovering falsetto, discovering the upper voice. And when you discover the upper voice, you sort of realize it's like Dorothy going to Oz. It's like, oh, there's this whole other voice here that I could do something with. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right. See, okay.
The second point era la compressione, the compression, ok? Yes, perché poi sono riuscito a mettere la compressione sul falsetto. Questo mi ha dato la possibilità di riuscire a cantare le note più alte. Quindi riuscivo a cantare le note più alte su note che prima magari pensavo di poter prendere solo in falsetto a una massa troppo leggera.
Okay, so the second step was compression, and the compression is very important because he said that it helped him to use falsetto and singing higher, using falsetto as a tool, and with compression getting to full voice.
There was what is falsetto without compression? I mean, it's hot wind. So that's great. No, that's great. You guys, this is really gold. This is good stuff, especially for you beginners out there. So Sergio said, number one, realizing that there's this whole other voice called falsetto. Number two, learning how to adduct or close the vocal fold. Sometimes we refer to vocal fold adduction, vocal fold closure as compression. So all means the same thing. So learning how to, through the training, through the course and the training and the courses that we have, learning how to build the muscles to get the vocal folds to close in the head voice, okay, which removes falsetto and gets you down a path of full chest voice on the high notes. Yeah, and by the way, I went through this too. We all go through this process. So these are great answers. Fantastic. Serge.
Ok, yes. No, una canzone che mi ha aiutato a scoprire questa compressione e a metterla in pratica è stata una canzone dei Police che era Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic, dove non riuscivo ad arrivare nella zona acuta se non in falsetto, e da lì poi ho capito come poter ottenere un suono più vero, più concreto.
Okay.
Story time.
The song that made discover the compression was a song by Police called Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. And he tried to sing this song and he couldn't. So he started doing falsetto, and then he realized that he could compress and get in a full voice.
Yeah, cool. So that means if you're a student that wants to learn how to get vocal fold compression in the head voice, you could go to Sergio and work on Everything She Does Is Magic from the Police, and he could coach you through that song, and you guys could use that as an etude to help you get compression in the head voice. Yeah, fantastic. That's cool. Yeah.
Very important. Allora, il terzo punto è stato riuscire a cantare
Serge, your fans are waiting. 3.
Okay. 3. Massa leggera, light mass, mi ha aiutato ovviamente a cantare tutto quello che era nel mio range, nella mia estensione, e a poter risparmiare energia soprattutto durante i live, durante i concerti, e quindi è una cosa che è stata fondamentale per me, la massa leggera, riuscire a cantare tutta la mia estensione ha un volume anche basso, quindi non soltanto spinto, non soltanto sul belting, ma a massa leggera sono riuscito proprio a imparare la tecnica della dinamica. Quindi cantare piano mi ha proprio aiutato a gestire al massimo la mia estensione e a capire come funzionava la mia voce.
Okay, so the third important step is light mass. Using light mass, Sergio discovered that he could sing mostly everything using his range, due to the fact that with light mass you don't waste energy, you save your energy, and you can tackle almost everything in a soft way in order to build up slowly and get to where you want to.
Brilliant, brilliant. That's just great. That's just great. And speaking of Sergio and light mass singing, go out to the Vocalist Studio YouTube channel or Sergio's YouTube channel, I believe, and you can see him demonstrate singing 3 different styles. There's Ronnie James Dio, Jeff Buckley, and
Or Linkin Park?
Yeah, Linkin Park. That's right. 3 different styles. The first one is a demonstration of light mass singing, and it's Jeff Buckley, and it's like it's typical Sergio, where it's like he's really good. He's really good. It's amazing. Watch the video down there. So here's what I've done. This is cool. So Sergio says, number 1, the discovery of falsetto. So we need to learn how to registrate. We've got to learn, as singing students, learn how to get above the chest voice, explore, discover what's up here. And we do this by working on training scales and workouts that force the voice to registrate through the different voices. That's in our program. And 2, and wants to get compression in the head voice. That's sort of the next step. Everybody goes through that. Well, in the TVS course, in Sergio's course, all right, and in my course, and all the courses, we teach an onset called the quack and release onset. And the quack and release onset is really good for building the motor skills for vocal fold compression. 3, when Sergio is talking about the benefits and sort of the freedom that you get from singing in a light mass, which in some ways sort of means not pushing too much, we have another onset that encourages people to sing in a light mass, and it's called the pulse and release onset. And sometimes we call it the light mass onset. So if you take the pulse and release, the light mass onset, together with the quack and release onset at the top to build compression, and you registrate on a siren from the chest voice through the vocal break into the head voice, you have a training routine. Pulse and release with a melodic siren and a quack and release at the top. So you guys, if you want to discover your head voice, get compression in your head voice, and feel light mass singing, which Maestro Calafiura is recommending, then contact Maestro Calafiura or me or any of us, and we will give you a training formula from our singing method that will show you how to do that.
Sì. Yeah.
Don't.
Ok.
Ma diciamo che
Sì.
il training ideato specifico per allenare la massa leggera lo trovate nel video metodo, e c'è proprio una cosa molto importante che Robert consiglia, che è il pulse and release on set o il pulse training che trovate proprio nel metodo, ed è molto importante perché si parte con il fry ed è consigliato proprio per imparare a gestire la massa leggera. Però c'è anche l'attacco con la H, quindi una serie di esercizi che aiutano proprio questo tipo di approccio alla voce, al canto, senza andare lì a strappare, a dare troppa forza sul cantato. Quindi diciamo che si trovano sia esercizi per chi canta a massa già leggera e vuole ispessire la voce, e chi invece canta, come capita qua in Sardegna, che siamo tutti quanti degli urlatori certificati. Potete, appunto, per chi canta forte, con quegli esercizi come il pulse, il wind, potete iniziare a cantare, a gestire la voce in maniera più leggera, che non è una cosa facilissima.
Okay, so if you want to train your light mass, first of all, you find all the trainings in the video method. And light mass is uses like the fry to start to feel the light mass, the use of light mass. And that is very important for someone that already uses light mass and it wants to improve, and also for someone like the local people here that are, like Sergio said, certified screamers. That use a heavier mass and want to cool down and save strength and not strain too much.
Yeah, great. And I want, so Tony, I know you personally as a friend, and I also know you as a student. And I know that through, there's been, like in the past, there was a little bit of constriction and pushing going on a little bit. And I know you've probably gone past a lot of that. And I wanted to ask you the same question. Share with these guys. By the way, Tony sings in like 3 bands. He's a professional singer in Cagliari, and he's a singer, a professional, and he does this all day long, like everybody in Sardinia. And so, Tony, are there 3 aha moments that you thought, wow, that's really helping me a lot? That's one of the things that I needed to be doing.
Okay, yes. First of all, meeting you, Robert. No.
Okay.
I'm jealous.
Well, if I wouldn't know Sergio, I wouldn't have known you too. So just kidding, but being serious. Like Sergio said, one of the most important thing is discovering head register. Discovering head registers lets you know that your voice has not a limit, because instinctively we sing and we tend to stay in chest, and we do what is called pulling chest, and we don't understand that we have to change something and get into the head voice. So discovering head voice was one of the first important moments of my vocal life.
Devi dirlo anche in italiano.
Allora, sì, in italiano.
In italiano.
Allora, sì, uno dei momenti più importanti, uno dei primi momenti importanti è stato scoprire il testa, perché cantando istintivamente siamo portati ad utilizzare il registro di testa e magari, di petto, e magari stirarlo fino al limite, e non va benissimo. E dobbiamo capire che c'è qualcosa che dobbiamo fare per cambiare e passare da un registro all'altro. E già fare questo passo è molto importante. Sì. Il secondo passo è quello di utilizzare la massa più leggera. The second step is to understand that you need to use also a lighter mass. Like Robert said, I still am someone this heavy mass, but you can do that if you understand what you are doing. If you train properly and build strength, so that you can, not all the time, but sometimes use much more aggressivity and being stronger. So light mass has a tool to get to heavier.
Great. No, that's great. 3.
3 points.
Three. Three. The third point is linked to the other 2 points. I now can use a heavier mass with confidence because I went through all the steps. So now, after training, I want to point out this. Someone says that you don't have to take vocal lessons because you're going to get rid of your instinct, of your true voice. That's not true. Once you understand to use your voice, you go back to who you really are.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
And it's a kind of paradox, but it's very true. Once you go to all the steps of learning, you understand that you're just going back to where you began, but with confidence, knowing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. And right, and execution, and sounding better, and doing it better. If I look at a video of me singing, and it's good, and I like it, when I look at it, I have a lot of thoughts sometimes. One of the things I say to myself is that's me. That's me. That's not Sergio. That's not Tony. That's not anybody. That's me. That's my voice. That's what I do. Those are my strengths. Those are my weaknesses. And but a lot of that stuff, I wouldn't. There's no way I can do that without the training. So I really like that, Tony. I like that. So through the training, you sort of rediscover a better you, a more capable you.
Right. You know how to. Oh, sorry. You know how to use. You know how to use your tools. That sometimes you don't even know that to have.
Thanks, Tony. No, that's great. No, it's really great. It's right. It's really a wise thing to share. I'm going to try Italian again.
Okay.
I try Italian again. It's a good one. Yeah, you guys, look at Sergio sort of getting bored back there, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try Italian. So he's like, oh yeah, good. This is going to get good. All right, here we go.
Importante di aver preso appunto questo corso, di aver fatto questo percorso con Sergio, con Robert, è che contrariamente a quanto molte persone possono pensare, che prendere lezioni di canto ti possa snaturare, ti possa togliere istinto, ti possa togliere naturalità, niente di più sbagliato. Ci sarà un percorso dove magari si è in quella terra di mezzo dove si sta imparando, e una volta che si impara si scopre che si torna ad essere quello che si è, perché quello che tu prima usavi con istinto e magari senza padronanza, con le lezioni di canto riesci ad usarlo con padronanza e con libertà, e questo è molto importante.
See what he said. What he said. All right, here we go. Serge, Maestro, Calafiura.
Volevo dirti una cosa, che una cosa che ho trovato molto utile e che non facevo spesso, ho trovato molto utile insegnare ultimamente, che è una cosa che si trova nel metodo, la posizione in edging, in neutral e in curbing. It's very important now.
Ok, allora, un'altra cosa molto importante. No. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Another important thing is that he discovered through 3 instruments: edging,
curbing, neutral.
Curbing and neutral.
Yeah, it's very cool. I'm teaching now. It's very cool for my students. Iniziano a usare proprio lo spazio e il movimento che c'è all'interno nell'espressione vocale.
He said it's very important to get aware of what you are doing, of the movements, of the spaces inside of you, and use them in a useful way. I mean,
that's right. So I'll just tell you, bring our audience up to speed. What these talented Italian singers are telling us is that in the TVS methodology in our program, in Sergio's Italian course and in my course and all of our courses, we talk about acoustic modes. And acoustic modes are, well, I'll show you what the acoustic modes are. These are the acoustic modes. Okay, you see this right here? These are the acoustic modes. And the acoustic modes are simply 10 resonance regions, 10 singing vowel regions that we study in the course and in the book that give us the ability to have conversations about resonance in singing. Sometimes we call that vowels, resonance, formants. It all sort of means the same thing. Okay, so the acoustic modes in our courses in our book is the way we have a conversation about singing vowels. Now, there's 3 families, 3 groups of vowels. Edging vowels that resonate forward in the hard palate, curving vowels that resonate back here in the soft palate, and neutral vowels that resonate sort of in the middle. And what Sergio is discovering and working on with his students, as I do every day, is that these resonant positions have different color. They have different coloration. And if you want to change the color of your singing, you can manipulate the resonance forward, middle, or back, and that changes your artistic expression. It also influences and changes your capabilities, what you can do and what you can't do. For example, singing in an edging position tends to be favorable for belting in the head voice and rock, and so mostly you want to go forward. I'll just tell you that. But sometimes if you want to sing a sexy song and you want to be bluesy, maybe you want to warm it up back here a little bit, you know? All right, so anyways, that's what they're talking about, the acoustic modes. It's the way we discuss vowels, and when you understand the method, it enables the teacher and the student of TVS to be able to shift color in the upper vocal track and sing better and be more expressive as an artist. What do you think, Serge? Is that it?
Very cool. Very, very, very cool. It's perfect. È una sensazione che abbiamo, quello di portare i suoni in avanti, ed è una sensazione molto, come dire, molto libera a livello vocale. Se poi vogliamo mixare la nostra voce, quindi iniziare ad avere un suono un pochino più caldo perché ce l'abbiamo troppo brillante, troppo sui medi, possiamo usare una posizione più curving, quindi un pochino più indietro, quindi è una qualità un po' diversa, molto più calda, come diceva Rob, ed è di molto aiuto, soprattutto per quanto riguarda la percezione interna ed esterna a livello uditivo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. And there are, some things that are super important in singing. I'll just tell you guys, vowels and resonance is really important, and onsets and cry mode and where we put our larynx and some other things. But anyways, Sergio's course for the Italiano canto singers, Sergio's course, you will learn about the acoustic modes. You will learn about the onsets. You will learn about cry mode, and if you practice, translation, if you practice, you will get better. I personally guarantee it. I guarantee you, the singers, if you practice these techniques, you will get stronger and become better. Serge, can you translate that for us, please? I want to make sure our audience gets that.
Allora, well, I got a little lost. Help me to
Tony, I just want to encourage people that if they train hard and practice hard on the techniques in Sergio's course or any TVS course, I'm personally, as the founder of Vocalist Studio, I'm personally, as Robert, guaranteeing that if they practice and train, their dreams to become a better singer will come true. It works.
Allora, Robert garantisce che se voi seguirete i corsi di Sergio, lavorerete in modo proficuo, riuscirete ad arrivare verso l'obiettivo che vi siete posti. Ve lo garantisce Robert e vi garantisce che Sergio vi porterà dove voi volete andare.
Ci sono state già delle recensioni molto positive che mi hanno raccontato che effettivamente hanno percepito delle cose molto meglio, molto bene e stanno già cantando bene. Quindi niente, mi fa piacere questa cosa, quindi andiamo avanti.
So, some students had some good reviews about Sergio teaching. They said that they still feel, now they feel better what they are doing and they sing better and they getting results.
Of course.
I'm happy.
So we'll see. Of course, Sergio Calafiura is doing an Italian version of the vocal of TVS because he's a great world-class singer and coach. That's why I called Sergio and said, hey, I need a good Italian teacher to do the Italian course. And Sergio's like, yeah, I'm in. All right. Well, it was something like that. But no. Yeah, you work with Sergio, work with any TVS coach, and you'll get better. Look, I have a very interesting question for you, Sergio. Okay? Okay. I'm going to try my Italian. Oh my God. Che qualcosa di unico nella lingua italiana per quanto riguarda vocale e consonanti? Che ritiene degno di menzione per i cantanti di lingua italiana che stanno prendendo lezioni di canto e imparano a cantare canzoni inglese.
Okay, good. It's better.
Okay, yeah, it's an interesting question, isn't it?
Per quanto riguarda le canzoni italiane rispetto all'inglese, ovviamente abbiamo delle parole un pochino più, secondo me, più dure, e abbiamo la possibilità forse di modificare un pochino meno...
In italiano?
Sì, rispetto all'inglese. Modificare un pochino meno le vocali, nel senso che in inglese una A la puoi proprio cambiare come una O, una U può diventare una O, insomma c'è una modifica più radicale, è fattibile. Ho detto, cioè, mi sono confuso, sto parlando... No, ok.
In italiano c'è meno possibilità
esatto, in italiano c'è meno possibilità di cambiare così tanto come per quanto riguarda l'inglese.
Okay, a very important thing, Sergio says, in Italian, you have less room to modify.
Tony, can I just tell English viewers what I asked?
Oh, of course, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
My apologies, everybody. Let me just tell you real quick. What I asked him was, is there anything unique about the Italian language in regards to vowels and consonants that they feel as Italian teachers and Italian speakers is worthy of mentioning for Italian singers who are taking voice lessons and learning to sing in English? So what I mean is there something special, unique about spending a lifetime speaking Italian that needs to be addressed and discussed and worked with when Italian singers try to sing English? Tony.
Okay, so Sergio says Italian has less room and possibility for vowel changes. In English, you have much more colors and possibility to modify vowels. So Italian has more edgier sounds instead of English that has much more possibility to work and play with vowels.
Ma
Does that make English easier or English more difficult? The fact that English has more coloration in its vowels, is that a challenge or an advantage?
È più facile cantare in inglese, secondo me, perché ci sono più vocali, è tutto più sì, c'è più colore rispetto all'italiano. L'italiano è molto bello come linguaggio, ovviamente. È più difficile però anche creare, anche lo stesso scrivere canzoni in italiano è più difficile, perché abbiamo molte parole con anche molte consonanti. E volendo molte sono anche dure, mentre invece in inglese hai le consonanti morbide, la W, insomma una serie di strategie che puoi adottare, però diciamo che anche in italiano si possono adottare delle tecniche. Secondo me c'è bisogno di più supporto vocale, più supporto fisico per quanto riguarda cantare in italiano.
Okay, so
che è meno modifica.
Okay, Sergio, so still going back to the use of vowels in Italian and in English. Italian has harder sounds, edgier sounds, and due to this fact, you need to have more physical support for singing. And as a matter of fact, singing in Italian, it's slightly difficult, even for Italians, instead of English that has softer and colorful sounds and has more room for modification and adaptation to the sound instead of Italian.
Wow, that is fascinating. I didn't know that. I mean, I learned something today. And isn't that cool? I mean, like that's cool. Thank you for that answer. That's just really super cool.
You personally singing the same song in Italian language and in English, I tell you that it's much more easier singing English.
Okay, now we're getting a bit esoteric and philosophical, but is it easier for you to sing it in English because you're Italian? Or is it easier for you to sing it in English because it's English?
Because it's English. Because English gives you more room, more, yeah. It's much more fluid, yes, instead of Italian.
That is so cool. You guys that are paying attention, this is really cool information. This is like real and very, very sort of like a secret, sort of something that you wouldn't know if you're an Italian singer or an English singer. But understanding this from Sergio and Tony this morning is you can take information from this. This is information that is really valuable and can answer some questions you might have about your singing or your challenges with singing and what have you. I know. I'm just excited about that answer. I think it's very interesting. Somebody needs to write like a little book or a 5 or 10 page book that talks about that in all the in the most popular languages. You know, like a 1 or a 2 page breakdown of the strengths, the advantages, you know, the benefits, the challenges of native languages when they try to transition and all that. Anyways, I think that'd be interesting. Sergio, we are almost done. It's been super cool seeing you guys again, and this has been a great show. I hope you guys have had fun, and we're going to take this video and upload it to YouTube, and it'll be on my channel. It'll be on Sergio's channel. You guys be able to watch this forever. It'll run forever. And Sergio, is there anything? I have one more question for you, but before I go to my last question for you, Sergio, is there anything you would like to say to the audience about anything that you feel like you wanna share with your new students?
Io penso che il percorso che ho fatto con il TVS sia stato determinante per la mia crescita, devo tanto a Robert, soprattutto anche per questo lavoro che mi ha concesso, quindi realizzare questo videometodo. Credo di aver imparato veramente tanto e mi ha aiutato tanto nella mia carriera, soprattutto negli ultimi 12 anni da quando lo conosco. La mia tecnica, che poi si è evoluta, che grazie a Robert poi mi si è aperto un altro mondo, poi sono messo a studiare tantissime cose per la mia curiosità, che poi mi hanno aiutato anche negli allievi, quindi devo tanto a Robert e consiglio a tutti quanti un percorso fatto proprio con dedizione come ha fatto lui. Lo ammiro tanto perché è una persona che veramente ci ha messo anima e corpo, cuore, ci ha messo tutto, insomma, in questa cosa, quindi veramente lo ammiro tantissimo. Thank you, Robert, for all.
Okay, I'll try to translate. Okay, so once again, Sergio said TVS was very important for him, not only vocally, not only for his vocal growing up, also for his professional growing up. All the step-by-step, all the trainings, he became a better teacher, he became a better singer. He thanks you for wanting him in your team.
E anche perché mi hai reso partecipe di del TVS, mi hai fatto, come dire, mi hai messo dentro al programma, mi hai fatto elaborare delle cose che ho potuto esporre, che non è una cosa da tutti. In Italia io ci ho provato a fare questa cosa e molte volte mi sono trovato veramente in difficoltà con le porte chiuse perché non ero, come dire, a livello di importanza. Invece tu, 12 anni fa, ero piccolo, mi hai dato la possibilità di potermi, come dire, esporre e mi hai fatto crescere, mi hai messo dentro un programma che è quel libro che hai, cioè che è una figata. Grazie.
Okay, once more, he thanks you for choosing him as a teacher representative for Italian course. He thanks you for trusting in him, something that quite unique, that in Italy wouldn't have been so wouldn't have been the same. I mean, you trusted him, something that hasn't been done by other fellows Italian. So it thanks you a lot for making it real, and also for building this method that he said you've done with your heart, with your soul, and with your uniqueness.
Okay, I have amici miei, è solo l'inizio per noi. Sei sempre il benvenuto. Casa mia e casa tua. Continueremo e vi voglio bene, ragazzi.
Grazie.
Thank you, Rob.
Grazie.
I basically told my guys, my friends, it is just the beginning for us. You are always welcome. My home is your home. We will continue, and I love you guys. And we love our students. And Sergio worked really super hard. I believe I really super hard building that Italian course for you guys. So go out to Udemy. Go out to Udemy and check out that course and say hi to Sergio out there. And with that, guys, I will see you in Italy one day soon. And I really, truly do love you. And Sergio, it is equally my honor to have such a powerful, good partner and friend like you. Together, we can bring this to more singers around the world. And I can't do this alone. I can't do it alone. I need a team. I need partnerships. So thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
All right, you guys. Ciao.
Ciao.
All right. Talk to you later.